Well, good morning on this Monday, February 10th. We've been talking about it. We've been planning. We've been scheming. And now we are here. It is time for Newlywed Game 2025 and a week of fun, of love, of couples, of maybe some conflict. That's kind of how it works, right? We are looking forward to a great week, and we hope you are as well. As we welcome in our very first couple to the program, Josh and Lori Hempstead. Yay! Say this, I'm your studio audience. Yay! They have been married for 6 years, blended family, 4 kids, called Manchester their home. And how did you guys meet? Tell me how you met.
Oh, we met a long time ago when I was still in high school, and because he lived next door to my cousin.
Oh, so you would, she'd come over to visit family reunions, and all of a sudden he'd be like, "Hey, how's it going?"
Hey,
Actually, I was the one that saw him first, but
knocked on the neighbor's door. Who's your cousin?
So did you pursue him or did he pursue you?
but nothing happened. Not until years later. Yeah.
So, but here you are, married, 4 kids, and calling Manchester your home. Has it been 6 years of just wedded bliss?
Absolute bliss,
There you
especially
go.
last week.
Especially last week when you told him that, or did
I
you?
told her,
No,
yeah.
we car shopped.
Oh, yeah.
So we almost didn't make it this morning.
We
so.
could spend the next hour because
Yep.
we just got a new van for our house. So, indeed. Well, we are here for our newlywed game. Now, did you hear what the grand prize is?
I have no idea what any of the prizes
Okay,
are.
just by being here today, I've got a bag of goodies. It's got all kinds of fun things that are inside that as a thank you from all of our sponsors and all of us. But what we are vying for at the end of the week, one of my 5 couples is going to walk away with a prize pack that's valued at $850.
First.
It includes a couple's day spa visit at Riverview Wellness, which includes one of those floats and the salt cures and the facials and doing all that, a little light bite and then some beverages in there. Are you guys scared? Have you ever done the float thing before?
No,
They put you in
but
this
it looks awesome.
egg and they put you so you don't see anything, you don't hear anything. Oh yeah, it's great. It's like total peace and quiet. Plus, a date night for 2 at Bit Brewery,
Oh, nice.
which will have a couple pizzas, some flights of beer, some cheesecake. It'll be a good time. So we wish you the best of luck. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. So what we're going to do is I've got 3 questions for you, Josh. I've got 3 questions for you, Lori. We're going to see how you answer for each other, and then you'll come back in. You know, that's how the contest works. So who wants to be first answering the questions?
He voted me.
All right. So that means I need you, Josh, to get out of here.
Hey, I'm out.
Get out. We're going to, Miranda will take you in. We'll put him into my studio there where he will don the headphones and listen to some smooth jazz.
Great.
So, okay. So you saw him that first time
Mhm.
at your cousins or
Mhm.
near your cousins.
Mhm.
Was it one of those that you just kind of went, hey?
Yes, but we're 4.5 years apart,
Hey.
and I was 17.
So
So
that's okay. He's on the
we
older
were
side.
just friends. Yeah. So we
Okay.
were just friends.
So at what point then? I mean, because you're blended, that means that you
Yep,
both had your
so-
lives.
So I moved back to Manchester,
Mhm.
and then he was reacting like I did the first time I saw him. So
There you go.
it worked out well.
And you were completely okay with that, I'm
I
sure.
was.
So,
I didn't complain.
all right. So I've got my list of questions here. No, don't look. I
Okay.
got his questions
Oh,
on the
it's
page.
just a post-it.
Yes, not a post-it. It's an
Well, not a
index card.
It's the color of a post-it.
This game has already gone downhill. All right. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to ask you a question just like in the television show.
Okay.
I want you to write down your answer.
Okay.
There are going to be times where I need you to be as specific as possible.
Okay.
I'll let you know
Okay.
on there. And then I will bring Josh in and we'll ask those same questions to him. And if he answers correctly, you get 5 points per question.
Okay.
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 All right. So, first question. If your husband could spend a whole day doing something he loved, what would that something be?
Oh gosh, that's a really hard question. I'm gonna say probably something with law enforcement. I think he would want to do like.
So if he was doing anything he wanted to do, the things that he loved, you're saying that he would do.
Well, it's a hard grab. He'd either fight a fire or he'd want to do something with law enforcement.
Pick
or
one.
like EMT. I
pick
know.
one.
So
Pick
I'm
one.
gonna
Pick one.
say law enforcement. He'd want to do like a law enforcement
All
right
right,
along.
so do law enforcement. All right. Now, so does he like the car chases and arrests and all the and it's the paperwork that drives it home, right?
Yeah.
He has to
Yeah,
fill
I
out the
think
reports.
so,
And there you
yeah.
go. All right, so there's question number
Okay.
1.
Okay.
Question number 2.
Okay.
What will Josh say is your song?
Oh, I know this one.
That we're in radio.
Oh,
It helps to say the answer.
Tennessee
He's
whiskey.
Tennessee whiskey. Which version? The Chris Stapleton?
Yeah, yeah.
So
Do I need
does
to
he?
write that on here?
No.
Okay.
Does he sing it?
Maybe.
And if he does sing it, does he sing it well?
Yeah, he sings really well.
Okay.
He sings really well. He
So
doesn't like sing in front of people usually, but
But
have heard
if
him
push
sing
comes
behind
to
a
shove, he
He's
could
good.
go
Yeah,
put a
he'll do-
microphone in his
I've seen
hand.
him do karaoke.
So
He's
should I
very
make him? Should I play it? Make him sing it?
good. He won't like that.
Okay, I totally will. All right, now last question for you.
Okay.
What will your husband say is the one thing that he could do right now that never fails to make you laugh?
Oh gosh, I don't know. He's really funny, so he makes me laugh all the time.
But does he do a character voice? Does he make weird sounds? Does he just
Yeah, probably talks in a weird voice.
So,
He's probably
weird voice?
Yeah.
What's the one
Yeah.
what's the one that he does like? Does he do cartoon characters like
No, he just talks goofy.
just so goofy voice?
Yeah.
There you go.
We'll
All
see
right.
if he comes up with that.
Yes, because it could be valued at 5 points. Scribble. All right. So
You're
what we're
right.
going to do as she writes that down, we'll take this back. We will give the signal to our friends over here, and Josh will return. We will see how he fares in his answers as the Newlywed Game gets underway here on KMCH. Oh, yes. And as we said, we are going to get Josh and Lori a bag o' prizes from some of our sponsors as a way of saying thank you on there. Josh has returned. Josh, you feel confident?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. All right. So Lori was explaining that she came back to Manchester and it was at that time that you kind of said, hey.
Mhm.
So what was the moment in your head? You had that moment where you went, you know what, maybe I should call her. Maybe I should ask her out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's one of those moments. All right. Well, we're gonna say that for some other time. All right. Well, we have 3 questions that she answered. You're gonna answer as well. If your answers match, for everyone that matches, that's 5 points. You have a potential of 15 points here, should you guess correctly. All right. All right. So here we go on here. If you could spend a whole day doing something that you loved, what would it be?
A whole day doing something that I love.
That you love. You could just you could do something you
That
love
was a hard
totally.
one.
What would it be?
Oi. Probably something at the hospital.
Something at the hospital?
Yeah, working at the hospital.
Doing what?
Just working, being on call.
Being on call?
Yeah.
You know how close you were? Tell them your guess. She said it's got to be something
Law
that
enforcement.
it had to be something like fire or law enforcement or
ambulance.
EMT.
It did, yeah.
It would have been law enforcement, and that could have been a possibility if I didn't have an old age body.
But he said
I
anything.
had to resign. I know.
That's okay. You know what? She was on.
Yes, she was.
She was.
Yes, she was.
That's a foul tip in my world. Is it worth
So
anything?
2.5 points.
Not worth
No.
it.
All right. Number 2. What is your song?
Our song?
Yeah.
I would please. Maybe Tennessee whiskey.
Bing, 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 bing. Oh, and she said that you have a beautiful, lovely voice and you love to sing in public. Go ahead, belt us out of 2.
No, I got kicked out of choir, so
Oh, man. Actually, she said you wouldn't do it. So I told her I'd still try. So, all right, last question. You've got 5 points so far. Good start, by the way. What would you say is the one thing that you could do right now that would make her laugh?
make her laugh.
What is the one thing right now that you could do that is going to make her laugh?
Sorry, probably anything. Just acting weird.
And how does that manifest itself?
It's like because I'm awkward, and I just act out.
I'm gonna have to say no.
Yeah, I
but
would agree.
but again,
You didn't get
foul
it.
tip on this one. She said goofy voices.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I said, what kind of voices does he? Oh, it's just goofy voices.
Yeah.
Just random goofy voices.
Yes.
See, there you go.
Yeah, I know.
Indeed. All right, so 5 points. That's a good
That's-
start. That's a
that's
good
what-
start.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna send you away,
Okay.
and Josh and I are gonna play, and then you're gonna come back.
Okay.
All right. We'll see how they fare as we continue our day 1 of the Newlywed contest right here on KMCH. Yeah, I'm telling you, Josh. Yeah, but it was very close on both of those. Who's to say you could have been at 15 points on there, but 5 points is a good start.
It is.
So,
it is.
so now
It's nothing. It's more than nothing.
That's right. So you didn't get skunked,
Right.
didn't you? Were you watching Super Bowl yesterday?
Yes.
So at some point, were you thinking, are the Chiefs going to get skunked?
Well, I was thinking that the refs were better step it up if they're gonna.
Andy Reid didn't pay him enough money
No.
this time. Oh, did I say that? No. All right. So you're a blended family. So was it 2 and 2?
2 and 1, and then we have one together.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how did was it a harmonious mix?
Oh yeah. Everybody gets along just like their brothers and sisters.
Good.
And along.
So
Connected
stepdad
family.
Josh does okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
Good,
well,
good.
If you ask them, I think so. Yeah.
Well, and that's important. You know,
yeah.
they're
Yeah, I
part of the
think, yeah,
family
we get
too.
along, and even like both families, like the kids side of the family and our family. Everybody, it's one big connected family. So
It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful thing. All right. So 3 questions. You ready?
I am.
All right. Question number 1. What does your wife think about the most during a regular day? During a regular day, what do you think is in her brain more than anything else?
Everything she has to get done.
So her
Like-
list?
Yeah, her list. Yeah, like everything, even like what she has yet left to paint at home, what she has left to
So what
finish
is
for
what-
projects that she needs to.
So what
finish.
does Lori do for work?
For work? She's a family director at the church, at the Stone Church.
Mm-hmm.
So she gets all the kid stuff ready out there, and all the connections.
That's
Stuff out
so that she's got many plates that
She
she's
does.
spinning,
She does.
and you help, right?
I do.
Okay,
I'm
so,
the stick that holds the plate.
so I will say the list.
the list.
We'll call it the list.
Yeah.
And on that, she'll say something probably like that. We'll see. Okay, now, what is number 2? What is Lori's favorite ethnic dish? If you're going out to a restaurant,
Mexican.
what? Okay, but I'm going to be
You're gonna be
specific
specific.
because does she order the same thing
Yes.
every time? What does she order?
The quesadilla, chicken quesadilla.
Chicken quesadilla.
Yeah.
Then that's it. Does she get extra sauce? Does she like
Yeah, chicken quesadilla, no vegetables, and then she loves queso. So yes.
all right. That's good to know. We all have those. I mean, those items. Okay. Last question. When your wife fixes her hair in the morning, when Lori is doing her hair, and I know you're probably here, there, and everywhere, not paying
Still
attention.
sleeping.
Probably. But will she say she prefers to use a comb, a brush, or something else? When she's doing her hair, does she use a comb, a brush, or something else?
A brush.
Write her down. And just so you know, we asked these questions among Marcy and I.
Yeah.
I failed miserably.
She starts it out with a brush, but usually just to get the curls going, and then she doesn't. So that's what she uses to start it off. Is a
All
brush.
right. Well, we will see as we bring Lori in. We remind you, you're hearing it right here on KMCH. Back for our final time here. Are you having fun, by the way?
Oh yeah.
You know, we're going to do this tomorrow. We welcome in the Meters, and the Meters have been married for 30 years. And it doesn't give them any added advantage.
I've heard it makes it harder because it's more years to
think
remember.
about it.
Exactly. But it will, you just have to wait and see. So, all right. So Josh did well, I think, in answering the question. So now the question is he answering them right,
Right.
according to Lori? So let's get started on this. What would you say you think about most over the course of a regular day? What's on your brain more than anything else during a regular day?
Probably our kids.
Your kids?
Yeah, that's what I think.
Which one worries you the most?
Worries me? Oh,
I mean, you got one that's
about
good.
during the
You've
day,
got
or what do I
no,
think about?
what you think about.
Oh.
But you instantly went kids. So, I mean, I
Just
know.
their schedules.
I
like
mean, you got
what's
one that's
happening with
vying
who's
for
where.
a permit here in
Right.
mere moments.
Yeah.
That'd be worry enough. Unfortunately, no.
No.
That's
Yeah.
not what he said.
No.
He said,
The list, everything you have yet to get done throughout the day.
Oh, I only have a couple things on my list right now.
right now. Right now.
It's only 8:00 in the morning, so
Yes. And I'm sure that at some point, much like my household, there's a call that he calls in and you're like, I can't talk to you right now. I've got 12 things on my plate and I love you, but you are at the bottom of the priority list. So I'm just saying that might be the case. All right, number 2.
Okay.
What is, and now you're going to be specific on this.
Okay.
What is your favorite ethnic dish?
Mexican.
Okay. Be specific.
Quesadilla.
What kind of
Chicken
quesadilla?
quesadilla.
And when you order it, what else do you get?
Queso.
And what other criteria do you have?
Oh, it has to be like.
When you ordered, what do you order?
No green peppers, no onions.
Ah!
Her food menu is dry and plain
No,
on
it's
everything
not.
we order.
Cheese.
So
Just
that's
put
the
cheese on
easiest
it.
question.
You don't
there
need
is.
anything else.
He knew. He goes Mexican. I said, got to be chicken quesadilla, no vegetables and queso. Knew right away. So
Yeah,
that's
that's my
5
favorite.
points to you. So you guys are 10 points ahead of the game. So, all right, last question for you. If you are fixing your hair in the morning, you're doing your hair,
Okay.
do you prefer a comb, a brush, or something else?
Well, I have curly hair, so it gets combed one time and then I don't touch another utensil except for my hands.
So you're saying comb. Now, admittedly, he said he was asleep.
Yes, he is still asleep. When
He's
I'm getting
asleep
ready.
when it happens.
I'm getting ready.
But
I'm gonna say he would probably say my fingers. So I use my hands to do my hair.
And I love you for trying.
That's
No.
not right
Nope.
either.
The brush must be what she chases the kids around the house with.
Why would I brush my hair? It's curly. It would be so messy.
Again, he's asleep. I'm
Yeah.
defending you.
Uh-huh.
So, hey, 10 points is 10
Yeah,
points. That means
well,
you guys,
Maybe he's thinking about when I straighten my hair.
maybe he's just not thinking.
Never.
Just nervous.
Hey, it is indeed a pleasure. We've got some prizes. Josh, I want you to pick the front row there.
Yep.
Pick one of those bags and bring it over here for us. These are the prizes that we have for
Okay.
each of our couples from the our many sponsors, and I will let you grab it. This
Okay.
you have a prize from our place in Masonville,
Okay.
and from Blooms Flowers and Gifts in Edgewood. So
Awesome.
our congratulations.
Thank
So
you.
hey, we won't know until we know, and then when we know, we know. Okay.
Well, 10 points is probably not.
10, you never know. You never know. But you know what? Our undying gratitude is indeed, at least you know that. I'm
Yeah.
so thankful that
It
you
was
guys
fun.
came out
It was
here
fun.
and did this. Josh and Lori Hempstead, our first couple, Newlywed Game. Next time, 8:00, we welcome in the Meters. Be listening for that here on KMCH.